We'll wait till Bruce gets here. Well, today is a good day in America. For American families, for the environment, and most importantly, for the future of this country. You know, Republicans, more than a year ago, went out across the country listening to America. And we made a commitment to America that we would lower your energy costs. That's exactly what this bill does. We made it H.R. 1 because we care not just about the American family to let them have more cash in their own pocket, but make their energy costs lower, lower the global emissions, and make the world safer. By doing so, China will no longer dictate when it comes to critical minerals. If the president signs this bill, we'll produce them here in America. Yeah. No longer will the governor of California buy oil from Putin. He could actually buy it in his own state because we could produce what God has plenished us and blessed us with here in
global demand for oil and gas is going to increase 50% over the next 25 years. And what are we doing? They're out there announcing shutting down, stopping domestic.
A special thanks to Garrett Graves, because it was more than a year ago that he was the chair of the task force. And to all those members behind me that participated in that task force. The extra time you went, the travel you went across the country to listen. And especially thank the American energy worker, who wants to have a job instead of the President Biden.
The United States is going through two big demographic transformations.
Savaged.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
More technical problems. We live in the 21st century.
Savaged. Unfiltered.
The only reason I know this is because I lived under tyranny. I lived.
Oh, shut the fuck up! You're a fucking.
Your host, Michael Gardner.
Proper fashion at the proper time.
Like a Hellcat.
Hey guys, we made it. Alrighty, guys, welcome to today's show. I'm your host, Michael Gardner, here, the host of Savage Unfiltered. Guys, we had a very tenseful yet stressful week here in American history, American politics. A lot of tension between both of the aisles, the Republicans and Democrats. For those who have been paying attention to former President Donald J. Trump, has been prosecuted. Well, not prosecuted, but still waiting on that. It's just a sad day in American history. It really is, folks. The only president in American history to be brought up with misdemeanor charges, folks. Now, these are misdemeanor charges that they're trying to bring into basically a felony. Okay. To allege hush money charges, or payments, payments, guys. Sorry, I got my words are all mixed together, but these are payments allegedly going back to, the mid 2000s. I know there was a statement that was brought out by Stormy Daniels herself back in 2018, which we had discussed on this past Wednesday's show. If you guys tuned into that, with myself, Sauce, Tommy from his show, Tommy Nation Politics, and of course David from his show, David Frazier from Frazier Chronicles. Guys, bear with me. I'm a little upset. I'm a little distraught from what's been going on, but it's a sad day in American history. It really is. The way they're bringing this out, folks, is just it is. It's disgusting. It's appalling, and I think they're doing it for political narratives, political motives. Again, guys, the words, you can hear me trying to get it in there, but I'm very upset. I want to bring Sauce into this, Sauce buddy. Welcome to Savaged Unfiltered. Obviously, the face on Sauce's face, it's terrible, isn't it, of what's going on?
It is. And I'd like to apologize, but we're getting emotional. It is very sad to realize that when you come to America,
Issues with Sauce here, but we'll get him back in here. Some
hello?
gremlins here. Yeah, I can hear you, Sauce. 1 second, buddy.
Okay.
But yeah, Sauce, what do you think's going to happen with this whole political thing that's going on with Donald Trump?
I think the sad part is that we, as an immigrant, this is just horrible to see.
Yeah.
I've never expected this kind of travesty to happen upon the American people.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind because we're no different than Ukraine, Russia, China, and North Korea. And maybe that's what Biden was. Maybe that's what Zelensky was telling, that we are investing in Ukraine. Maybe this was it, saying that he has officially taken over America through brainwashing and through manipulation. That there should be no reason that we should be in this predicament. There's no reason. And it's sad that we have cowards like Mitt Romney, Liz Cheney, Moscow Mitch, Mike Pence, all sitting on their hands and saying, let's go for it. Persecute him, prosecute him. And I came out with 2 videos this week. I don't apologize for what I said. I don't apologize because that is coming from the heart. And that is coming because as a Russian immigrant that fled communism, it just shatters my heart.
It does. And it shatters my heart too, Sauce. There was a video that Sauce had put out on his social, guys, his Instagram, and it's all right with Sauce. I mean, this is a man, a former citizen of his country of Russia that fled communism, and what he's seeing now once again as a grown man, fled from the country as a young boy, to come to this country, the land of the free, the land of the brave, and to basically, see this all happen once again for the second time in Sauce's life. I never thought in my wildest dreams, folks, that I would see a country such as America, such as a great nation in this country. Okay, it's a great nation, and what we're going through, all of us as citizens, is appalling. Check this video out here.
Hello guys, I am Sauce Timothy from the Sauce Report. Today marks a very special day. It's a sad day, and I marked it on my calendar. Seeing the procession of President Trump going down to the airport, seeing him go to New York City, is a sad day. Because it now knows that we have people that are willing to take your freedom away. That they don't care about America anymore. They don't care about the American dream anymore. As an immigrant, this just shatters my heart. It shatters my heart because we don't have a free country anymore. We have a banana republic. And we need to just pray that we get this country back.
I think Sauce labeled it very accurately. We are living under a banana republic, and that the background music of that clip that we decided to put in fits basically the demeanor and the spirit of this nation, because folks, we are at war within our own government.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing it under what's going on with President Trump. Just the other day, flew from West Palm Beach, which is literally on the other side of the intercoastal waterways of Palm Beach, of where he lives. up to New York City to face this George Soros funded, handpicked by the deep state establishment, Manhattan DA Bragg, to try to bring down a former president of this country, a former president that brought this country to its glory days in the modern era. Why in the hell does our own government want to take down the success that this former president brought in? Sas, I need your thoughts. I know you're having connection issues, but we can plug you in as audio, buddy. But what's your thoughts on this, bud? Anyway, I think Sas is having some issues. We really can't hear him very well. So, yeah, we'll wait until Sas gets back. But, guys, this is just terrible of what's going on. Terrible. I'll try to carry the show until I can get Sas back in here. Probably best to leave and then, come back in, Sas. Obviously connection is, so many fucking satellites in outer space, and we still can't get it right. I see Sas back in the room, so bear with us, guys. Sas does reside up north, so he might be battling some storms and everything else. So I do apologize, with that. But Sas, what's your thoughts on this whole thing with Donald Trump? I know we haven't really touched on it and covered it too much on this past Wednesday, buddy. Go ahead.
So first of all, I want to allow the listeners, I don't apologize for the way I sounded. I know it was emotional, and I know you can Michael, to do that kind of a video, you don't see very emotion out of me very often, do you? Or do you see a lot?
No, I don't see emotion at all. Sas is just, Sas, you're full of joy and laughter and happiness. But to see our former president go down like this, it's terrible. He literally, Sas, he's taken a freaking bullet for all of Americans with this.
And you said it best. President Trump, he saved this country. He loved this country. He's the one that he's the one that I joined the military for. And I stayed in the military because I knew there was hope. Because he lived in the American dream. He trusted in each and every single one of us. He loved this country so much that he didn't want to get paid. He was never paid. And I just think the fact that we are in this kind of a situation it's just heartbroken.
It is.
And it's like the last places for immigrants. And I made this one post. I posted this another one, and it really hurt because I'm going to read you what I said, and I'm going to read you a post that I posted on Instagram. And never in my life would I ever imagined holding an American flag upside down. I'm going to pull it up, and it states this: as an immigrant, this shatters my heart. To know that we have a government going after the people just because they love America. This will not stop me from fighting for freedom. At this point, if we lose our freedom as a whole country, your kids will grow up in a Russian/Ukrainian style of government. And never in my life would I have ever imagined holding this flag. And you can sense just a travesty in my face. And you can sense it, and you can just sense the devastation that we're going through. At what point, and the whole thing is that they're not going after Trump. They're going after you and I. They're going after people that stand up for this country. That's the thing, but Trump is in the way, like he said. If they get him out of the way, that means we're off limits. And at this point, we are no longer safe. And that's why I stated that this means much more. This hits close, even hits harder for me because I lived under this tyranny. I lived under this. And it just sucks that we're back in it again. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, but I'm sure you can feel.
Fine.
Bring your favorite face everywhere you go. Show your fan loyalty with a WWE Superstar branded card from Netspin and the WWE. It comes packed with the features you deserve, like direct deposit so you can get paid up to 2 days faster. Make Bianca Belair the EST of your wallet.
You're fine, Sus. I do. I don't want to apologize, but I do want to. You know what, guys? I do want to apologize. I want to apologize to the rest of this country, the rest of this nation, that is free-abiding citizens of liberties and freedoms of this country under the constitutional republic that we live under. That we have to go under this crap. We have to go down with the sinking ship, unfortunately, because of what's going on. And it's sad. It really is. It's sad that an outsider named Donald J. Trump came into this political world as a businessman, now looked as a, I guess you could say, as a modern-day god of what he has created for this country. He's looked at more than a man. He's looked at more as a figure now from even the deep state. He's looked as a threat, folks. A threat. Now labeling as a threat to humanity. Do you know how sick and twisted that sounds, folks? Literally. It sounds disgusting. It really does. Guys, I got a lot more on the show here. I want to take a quick break, and then I have basically a clip I want to plug in here. You're going to want to see this with Marjorie Taylor Greene and the show War Room. You guys are not going to want to miss this. Oh, boy. Be right back.
Film Degrees at Full Sail University puts the tools in your hands to develop your artistic vision and become a creative storyteller. In our film program, you'll gain hands-on experience working with professional equipment as you create films on our Hollywood-style backlot and sound stages, collaborate with a crew, and learn the tools and methods used in the industry. You can develop compelling scripts in our creative writing degree program, or learn to make magic with lights and audio in our show production program. It's all part of the real-world film education at Full Sail University. Learn more at fullsail.edu.
Congressman Green, can you hear us here in the war room?
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that expensive.
Oh. Yes, I can hear you, Steve.
So give us, why are you up there? You're from the state of, we hear you perfectly. You're from the state of Georgia. Why are you outside 100 Center Street today in Lower Manhattan, ma'am?
Count me in. I'm here to protest and use my First Amendment rights to stand up against not the prosecution, the persecution and the weaponization of government against the former president of the United States and the top Republican presidential candidate for 2024. I'm here to stand up against communism today, Steve.
Congressman Green, the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, specifically singled you out as a hooligan that's going to cause a problem and that you're dangerous and that you got to back off and go home. Your thoughts, ma'am?
He didn't just single me out, Steve. He threatened me. He called me by name and threatened me. The mayor of New York City, I believe, is a thug. And he sent his people here today. They had an organized text alert that went out calling what I would say Antifa to bring their whistles, pots and pans, all kinds of instruments to make all kinds of noise to drown me out and drown others here today that are protesting and here supporting President Trump. The mayor of New York City, Mayor Adams, owes me an apology. I'm an elected member of Congress. I represent hundreds of thousands of people from Northwest Georgia, but I also represent Americans all over the country that support Make America Great Again and support President Trump.
Congressman Green, I want to make sure we're clear. You're accusing the mayor of actually helping to organize a counter-protest to drown out your voice, ma'am?
Yes, he called me out by name. He called me out by name and threatened me. He warned me, and I've never broken a law in my life. I've never committed violence. Everyone knows this. But by doing what he did, it was a dog whistle. It was a dog whistle to the radical left here in New York City, and he sent them. And I fully believe that, and that's how I feel. He should have never done that. You know, a mayor of a city is to welcome members of Congress and to make sure that they're safe. They do not warn them and do not treat them the way that he treated me. He threatened me, and I believe it was a dog whistle to the radical left here in New York City, sending them here to our peaceful protest where we're gathering here in this park in front of the courthouse in this unprecedented, unconstitutional witch hunt against Donald J. Trump. And that's what the mayor of New York did to me.
Congressman Green, before I let you go, what is the Republican House going to do about this? You're one of the firebrands up there. What action is going to be taken to make sure this travesty gets shut down, ma'am?
Congress has to act. We have to use the full power of the Oversight Committee and the Judiciary Committee. We have to call Alvin Bragg in because he is colluding with Joe Biden's Department of Justice, weaponizing the government against our top Republican presidential candidate. This is political persecution. This is not justice. President Trump is the most vetted American in United States history. Everyone knows he's innocent. But what we have to do in Congress is we have to hold them accountable for this abuse and perversion of the justice system and this collusion between the federal government into the Manhattan DA's office.
Congressman Green, we'll put up your social media. You stay safe. We look forward to having you back on later. Thank you, ma'am. Be safe.
Hat tip to you, Marjorie Taylor Greene, for fighting the good fight. Folks, you heard on that video, sorry, it was a lengthy video, but it was very much appreciated into this feed. Like I said, I normally don't do about almost 4-minute videos, but Marjorie Taylor Greene, the female pit bull of the Republican Conservative Party out of Northwest Georgia, of where her district represents. Folks, she is a pit bull. She will fight the good fight. I'm getting a little teary-eyed, guys, as you can see in the video. I do apologize for that, but folks, we're in a battle. We're in a fucking battle here of this nation, and it's not going to go anywhere unless we fight. You know, there was a posting the other day with Donald Trump Jr. and said that, you know, my father has not done anything wrong. They're trying to have him arrested for possibly accusably having a blowjob. I mean, come on. Are we going to go back to the same scenario with Bill Clinton from the early 90s? Is this what this is about? Is this about nearly a 30-year war against the Republicans? Oh, you got Bill Clinton, so now it's our turn to try to get Donald Trump. I mean, come on. Seriously. What's your thoughts on that there, Sauce?
Well, and the thing is that we didn't really get Bill Clinton, because did Bill Clinton get in jail? No. The only thing that happened to Bill Clinton is that he got pardoned. That's the only thing that happened. And even then, Bill Clinton still got respected, at least somewhat, and they all referred back to the economics. So it doesn't matter. Like this is different from Bill Clinton by a long shot.
A little bit, but I think it's still a slap in the face to the Republican Party, though.
Oh, it's more of a slap in the face on it's more of a slap on the face on the American people. You see the Republican Party, the establishment. Look what happened in Wisconsin. Okay, I'm going to make this bold, loud, and clear. The reason why Justice Dan Kelly lost Wisconsin is because people decided to sit back and say, "Oh, it's not this election," you know, or there'll be a next time. Well, what more does it take? There's not going to be a next time, people. There's not going to be a 2024 election. You see what they're doing in the state constitution. You see what they're doing across liberal states. They are trying to get rid of electoral college to make sure that Los Angeles, Chicago, New York City all choose their presidents. That's not the American dream. That's not the American way. That's an authoritative Russian-Ukrainian style. No wonder why. And the GOP is to be blamed for as well, because they're the ones that are not backing President Trump. They're the ones that are not backing conservative people that are running for office. But what are they doing instead? Oh, well, you're too conservative for us. You're too extreme. So you stand way too much for America. So you got to tone her down. I'm sorry. If you stand way too much for America, and if you're a GOP and you're listening to this, if you like the way that America is heading down, you are absolutely coward. I say coward. How dare you? You call yourself a Republican, Mitch McConnell, Mike Pence. You call yourself a Republican, but then go after President Trump for what? Come on.
It's political prosecution, Josh. That's all it is.
Enough charades.
Yeah.
Enough of getting funding from George Soros, from Joe Biden, from anybody. And they're the same ones that are applying that no one's above the law. Come on, help me understand that.
Apparently, they think they're above the law. Apparently, they think they could do everything they want to do. Alvin Bragg is a fucking coward. Fucking coward. He is, Sauce. He's a fucking coward, and I'll say this on the airwaves. I hope he's listening. You want to prosecute a man because you don't like him? You know how silly and childish that sounds, Sauce? Come on. Seriously.
That sounds very desperate. Well, actually, you know what? Let's give him a call. I'm going to call him right now. So this is actually going to be live, okay?
Go ahead.
All right. Let me find the phone number. Now, this is exclusive. Phone number for the man D. Okay. All right. So,
okay, you got it, Sauce?
Yes, I did. And we are for New York City. Oh, Manhattan. New York City, DA.
I actually could say, Sauce, we're probably the only podcasters that have the balls to do this because no other podcaster will actually reach out to a district and basically express constitutional rights because it's a little disgusting.
Okay.
Of what's.
So, all right. Can you hear?
No, you might have to. Number now.
Okay. Okay. Dang it. Okay. I'll call some other time.
All right.
All right.
Would they hang up on you or something? Would they hang up on you, Sauce?
They did.
God, see, they hung up on us, folks. They're embarrassed. They don't want to take any calls. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well. So their number is 212-335-900-9000. They hung up on me.
Yeah.
It figures. They don't like to answer
they hang up on you. They didn't want to answer, Sauce, because they're like, oh, we're not taking any calls right now because we're more busy doing other things. Oh, you're more busy than to answer calls from concerned Americans that want to know what the hell's going on with the charade of a circus? It is. It's a charade of a circus. Literally. You know?
Looking for an easy way to get that LLC next to your business name? Say hello to Taylor Brands. You just go to their site, enter your LLC state, add your business name, answer a few questions, and that's it. Now your business has tax flexibility, personal asset protection, plus is approved by the state. And it took you 7 minutes? It takes longer to make an omelet. Now that your LLC is official, you can get a matching domain name, set up your website, create a unique logo, and trademark it, all in one place. Taylor Brands already helped more than 30 million business owners, like Jennifer.
Everything's so easy.
Or Ariana.
This is all in one thing.
Even Tariel.
It's all there in one spot so that you can focus on doing what you love.
And it's so simple. You can start your business from anywhere. A bus, a plane, a horse.
Doesn't matter where you are. You can even start one right now.
Wow. So visit Taylor Brands and start your official business today.
Of the United States to be impeached for a second
January
time.
6th committee releasing its final 845-page report.
Former President Donald Trump has been indicted.
Remember this, nothing worth doing ever came easy. Following your convictions means you must be willing to face criticism from those who lack the same courage to do what is right. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead.
This is a party that wants an outsider badly.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
You must keep pushing forward. Never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. I can't do it. I can't do it. Just never quit. You will build a future where we have the courage to chase our dreams no matter what the cynics and the doubters have to say. You will have the confidence to speak the hopes in your hearts and to express the love that stirs your souls. And you will have the faith to replace a broken establishment with a government that serves and protects the people. But they're not coming after me, they're coming after you. I'm just standing in their way. And I always will stand in their way.
Michael, help me understand this. When I want to show you a picture, okay, I want your full opinion. What do you see in this picture?
I pledge allegiance.
I don't know if you can pull up the picture,
the
but what do you see in this
States of
picture? Right here. I want you to pull up this picture, and I want you to see what you think. What do you see in that picture?
Hang on, Sasha. You got to. I got to go to my.
Oh,
my
sorry.
phone
Sorry.
here. No, it's fine. It's Sasha's sending me stuff on my phone here. 1 second, guys, because literally I'm okay. All right, so Sasha sent me this picture here, folks. Okay, it's uploading now. This picture here that Sasha just sent me with the American flag, folks. You see, it's we're broadcasting on video right now, so it has a mirror image, so it looks like the flag is upside down, but it really isn't. Oh, it is upside down.
It is
You
upside
did
down.
it on purpose. I had to look at the photo myself.
Oh,
folks,
no.
do you understand what this means? Sasha's not doing this because he's un-American. Sasha's doing this because he feels that his country is giving up on itself, giving up on America because of the crap that we're going through. This is a real picture and it's real time. Obviously, you see that Sasha and I, we do communicate, through Messenger, and I send them, show links to the broadcast. On the bottom of this, folks, okay, is Sasha holding up American flag. Folks, this is going to be the next image for America. It really is. It's going to be the next image for America, where our flag is going to be upside down because of the imagery, because of the constant tyranny that this government loves to present. This country is presenting tyranny at historic highs. We are in a banana republic. We've lost our constitutional freedom and liberties. I put a thing on the bottom of the screen. If I guess if you guys are viewing us on Rumble, thank you. Should MAGA Conservative Party press the issue on the tyranny today? I believe it should. And if you want to voice your constitutional freedom and constitutional thoughts, join the fight, folks, at home.conservativepartyusa.org, folks. Join it today. We're in a fight like no tomorrow. I'm speechless today, Sas. I really am. The disgusting behavior from this radicalized Democratic Party. Disgusting.
It's like a Third Reich.
It is.
And it's like, for instance, another, and also The fact that Joe Biden stated that he will do everything and anything to make sure that he doesn't get on to make sure that President Donald Trump.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
I'm just absolutely heartbroken. It's like, when an immigrant comes to America, when I came to America, I didn't think we would be in this situation. I did not think we would be in this situation. I would think that I could come here in a free country, and I could grow, and I could live the American dream. And I'm sorry, I'm getting very emotional, but
no, you're fine.
That's being taken away.
Fine.
And I want to tell the listeners, this is how bad this really is. This condition. This is how bad America's becoming. When you have an immigrant that joined the military, got sick, and now is fighting for his country, it's like, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, guys. I want to press over to an audio clip that we're going to plug in here. Producer Shaky will put us on a split screen here, so you can see some of the reactions. Sauce did an audio podcast just not too long ago, actually, depending on how you view this. Check this out, guys. We're going to plug it in right here.
Also get charged with a DUI. Oh, well, we're going to change the laws. I think you are to pull me over, and I'm going to change the laws. See, it's a whole mentality that has been adopted, where you do as I say, not as I do. You sometimes have to question that. And I think we as a nation, we as a people, have gone asleep. We've gotten too comfortable. We, over the years, have said, oh, that won't happen. But look what's happening. That famous phrase, oh, socialism won't ever come to America, or communism won't ever come to America, but it's already happened. Matter of fact, communism is already here. And that's the fact. And it's interesting when we also fight for freedom. I'm noticing this as well. I want to bring up another point. When we fight for freedom, and when we stand up to politicians, do you honestly think that they read the letters or read the emails or listen to the phone calls? Absolutely not. They would rather have you come in person than write over letters. I spoke with multiple lawmakers, and all they do with the letters is that they receive a letter and it actually doesn't go to them. It goes to their aide, and their aide just pitches it away in the garbage. It's a responsibility. It is your responsibility to fight for your kids. It is your responsibility to do what is right under God's law. And it shatters my heart that they didn't get elected. And the way they ran on patriotic platforms, they ran as a Republican. But the sad part is that they didn't fit in to the establishment. And also the sad part is that they didn't hate America fully, like the grand old party. They didn't compromise, really gone after. And I really hope that you guys got a better understanding. And I don't apologize for the way I sound either. I don't apologize. Because I'm very patriotic. I love this country, especially as an immigrant. And I will do everything and anything to preserve the freedoms it has. So I encourage you, if you listen to this podcast on Tuesday, April 4th, and if you listen to this podcast, I encourage you to put an upside down an American flag. The upside down American flag means we are in distress. We need help. I encourage you to put that up all day on Tuesday, because America is in dire need of a helping. America is in dire need of someone being saved.
Amen.
And remember that only you can make a positive impact. You can cause a ripple in the community, a positive ripple to fight for freedom. Because the Army's not going to fight for it, because it's your responsibility. that is a price tag that we all have to pay. And I'm going to end it with a quote. In order to fight for freedom, fighting for freedom doesn't take an army or a group. It only takes one person to cause a ripple effect. Well, I hope you guys have a blessed day, and remember to keep it saucy. Bye.
Wow. Guys, you just heard an episode with Sauce here.
Episode of the Sash Report, a podcast on Spotify, iHeart, and anywhere you hear a podcast. Remember, guys, hit that like and follow button.
Yeah.
See you next time, and keep it saucy. Savage Unfiltered. The time has come. The time is now. The time is here. Terror has no expiration date. Wake up, America. Get your book today. Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you, by Joseph M. Leonard.
Yeah, that was a good one, Sauce. As we close this up here, do you have any final thoughts on everything, man? I know you touched on that episode quite briefly, man. Crumbling. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and it is, and I don't want to be are you going to lose friends when you fight for freedom? Are you going to lose friends when you start having your responsibility? When you start having kids, you're responsible to raise them, aren't you?
Mm.
Aren't you also going to be responsible when you have a family? You're responsible to provide for them. When you live in America, you are responsible to protecting your kids, protecting your family. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And the moment that you just sit on your hands and don't do anything, it's a moment that you are not fulfilling your responsibility. And then you have to live with those consequences. I don't know about you, but I've done everything, and both Michael and I have done everything in our powers. And we will continue to educate you. We will continue to fight the good fight. We will continue to show up at the state capitals peacefully. We will do our best to educate you guys. But now, we can only do this for so long. Now it's up to you. Think about your family. Think about your future. Think about your kids, especially your kids. The government is after your kids, and they are here to brainwash the next generation into hating this country, into making sure that this country goes after, making sure that your kids go after this country in hatred and in spite. But before that, they will arrest and go after anyone that stands up against freedom. Anyone that stands up against the government. We're just like a Ukrainian government and Russian-style government, like I said before.
Yeah,
and that's the way I'm ending.
Yeah, and you hit the hammer right on the spots, Sauce. You really have. We're in a fight for it all, folks. We really are. The reason why I put that, join the Savage Army. Sauce likes to live by a quote. It doesn't take an army to fight for freedom, but when you're fighting only yourself for yourself, excuse me, let me put the correct words in. When you're fighting for yourself, folks, you really do need an army. You need an army, but you don't need a regular army. You need a savage army. You need an army that's willing to fight for it all. Die for your country. Take a bullet for your neighbor or your family or your friend. Because sometimes, folks, getting bloody and sometimes, going through all that turmoil just for freedom, that's worth it all. It really is.
because you're fighting for the next kids. You're fighting for your kids. Because when you fight for right now, this is more than ever. When you stand up and fight right now, anyway, you're going to lose friends, but at the same time, think of your kids. They'll be able to grow up in a free land. They'll be able to achieve the American dream. Right now, it's time to stand up, unite together, and take this country back from this totalitarian style.
Yeah, well said. Guys, you just heard myself here, Michael Gardner, the host here of Savage Unfiltered. This is Sas Lantinas, and he's the host of his show, The Sas Report. Guys, you can catch him on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasting, just about everywhere, guys, including TikTok and Twitter, guys. Highly suggest you check him out. He's a young man full of passion for this country. He really is. Guys, thanks very much. Again, both Sas and I were lost of words here on today's show because of the constant battle of freedom that both of us are fighting for. Guys, remember...
and before...
Yeah,
I also want to say this for this one particular person, Michael. Who do you think you are? Okay? Who do you think you are to go after my Christian faith? This one particular person that he was on our show a couple of days ago. Really? You're going to go attack a person's faith? Come on. That's pretty low of you, Tommy Vacation. Like, realistically. And he went and blew up my phone and said, well, I was wrong and I was, the reports didn't come true. And, well, how come the reports didn't come true when it came from Right Side Broadcasting? When that letter from Stormy Daniels came from when it came from Right Side and Breitbart. Somebody help me explain that, Tommy. I'm not going to be afraid. Why did you call me out on your show a couple days ago? And why did you call me out even on my social media platform? Somebody help me explain to me. Michael, what do you think? That's pretty low of him.
I thought it was funny, guys. Now you're actually going to hear me chuckle now because, we put out a piece here on this past Wednesday's show, folks, which I highly suggest you check it out, where Tommy actually was like, I want to see a receipt. I want to see a receipt. There's no receipts. I want to see a receipt. I mean, he sounds like a fucking walking donkey, for Christ's sake. But, like we put out the graphic on the video, right? Which I have comments coming in from Rumble, and then there were some comments coming in from TikTok saying that Tommy is full of shit. Michael and Sas put out the damn receipts. The image was right on the screen from Stormy Daniels. So it's an official statement.
Well, what more do you need? I mean,
what do you think? What do you think? Sas put this on his little keyboard on his laptop or desktop and forged a signature? No, it's all over the internet. It's an actual official statement from Stormy Daniels, from the hooker. I mean, come on.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it again. Yeah. So, like, what do you expect me to? Oh, yeah, right here. I'm going to pull it back up. Okay, right here. What more do you need than this? Michael, do you want to read this out loud?
I could try to, Sas, because
you want me to read it? I'll read it. I'll
read it. I don't have it on my phone, and my phone is like way over on the other side of the desk here. But yeah, if you want to read it, buddy, it's okay.
No, I just sent it to you.
Oh, all right. Sas we're getting a lot of dead air, folks. But
sorry. No, I want to cut this right off because I don't know if you got it or not, but okay.
No, I got it. I got it. I said. All right. So basically, it says official statement of Stormy Daniels dated January 30th of 2018. To whom it may concern, over the past few weeks, I have been asked countless times to comment on reports of alleged sexual relationship I had with Donald Trump many, many, many years ago. The fact of the matter is that each party to the alleged affair denied this affair because I paid hush money, in quotations, as has been reported in overseas owned tabloids. I am denying this affair because it never happened. I will have no further comment on this matter. Please feel free to check me out on Instagram at the Stormy Daniels. And on the bottom, folks, it says, thank you, with her signature and printed name, Stormy Daniels. Folks, I put this image out on Wednesday's show. Clueless Nation there, Tommy, had asked us about this. Where did you get this? Because I don't find this on the internet. I cannot find this on the internet. It's all over the internet.
It is.
I posted it on my social media on Instagram. Sauce has done the same thing on his TikTok and Twitter. Folks, millions and millions and millions of people have access to this document. It's not like, Sauce printed this out or he broke into the National Archives. It's a joke, folks. It's a joke. Sauce didn't break into the National Archives. I mean, you can't even find it in the National Archives. It's a fucking document that she put out 5 years ago. And why is it just getting surfaced to the internet? I don't know. Maybe she has good lawyers that kept it off the internet. But it's been leaked to the internet from affiliates of hers, people that are around her circle that put it on the internet. So enough of that stuff.
Yeah.
Again, political prosecution. That's all it is, Sauce. Political prosecution.
And the thing is that why? And then he goes after my faith, and he goes after Shane calling me a liar and stuff. It's like, come on, dude. It's like, lay off. And it's like, I mean, we're already. But see, this is a battle that we're going through. It's an informational warfare that we are all battling through. Informational warfare.
Oh yeah,
that's what we're going through.
Oh yeah. Guys, we're going to wrap it up. I hope you liked this week's episodes. A very heated week of Savage Unfiltered with the episodes, with the exception of one. We had a set of couples on Tuesday, which I actually had fun talking to.
So did I.
It's very rare. It's very rare, Sauce, that you have couples in their 70s that are very, very comfortable with one another and not arguing with one another. I thought I was in another dimension, to be honest with you.
Hey, I was kind of blown away when they said that they found each other nude. I was like thinking that. I was not thinking.
Sauce thought they were nudists, but I had to correct myself too. I thought they were nudists. Yeah.
I clearly that's not the way I was thinking about it.
But it was really fun too. We had David Frazier on the show, and Tommy was like put in the corner. He's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna try to manipulate him because he's a black man and he should support my view." I thought it was hilarious. Hilarious. Tommy got schooled by David Frazier there, Frazier Chronicles. Hilarious. I was like, I let literally David have the floor with this guy, because he apparently he doesn't know anything about electric process, anything about political motives or narratives. No, he just wants to spin that shit. He's your typical Don Lemon from CNN. That's what he is. I mean, but guys, we're going to get going. Thanks very much for joining today. And remember, keep it savaged. And we'll see you.